Yeah, the trophy, the reward, the achievement at the end. You know, that's part of the drive. It's external. It's outside of ourselves. Yeah. So a lot of drives are there because it moves us to get from one point to another point. I think an important question in terms of motivation for a person is it's about drive, but the question is different. The question is, are you going away from something or are you going towards something? Okay, you're moving, you're doing something. But are you moving away from something? Is your focus in the past? Or are you moving towards something? Is your focus in the future? Because if your focus is too much in the past, it will slow you down. It's just not where you're going. Because the principle is live and let live and learn, live and let go. But have a focus on tomorrow. You know, don't forget the past, but have more constructive philosophies. What I was reading, I was reading something the other day, and it's really obvious, but we don't think about it a lot. And this is the power of the optimist versus the pessimist. And it's kind of crazy, but it changes everyone's perspective on everything. And I will put this in perspective by saying, when I told people that I wanted to go to Finland, everybody said no. You know, the truth is, why are you so negative about something which doesn't have to be negative? That's their fear. That's not mine. That's projection. The correct response would be not to project your own feelings and emotions onto somebody else, but to ask that person another question about the topic. Do you have a plan B? Or what is your plan A? You know, what is plan A? What is your strategy? Right. Not to be pessimistic about it, which is what I got from people, was just automatic pessimism. Yeah. But to be more thoughtful about the response, because there are scientific studies, and this doesn't mean that it's all perfect, but they basically show that if you want to employ somebody, and this was done in various companies, you can find examples of this. There were studies done where they took high IQ people who were pessimists and low IQ people who were optimists, and they followed their work over 3 to 5 years, and they discovered that all of the low IQ optimists all performed better than the high IQ pessimists. Now, very simply said, this is growth mindset. It's growth mindset. It's being open to the possibility of possibilities.
Okay, and your decision is yes?
Well, my decision is to be optimistic, whether or not it is difficult, which it is, to be optimistic, because pessimism has no purpose, it has no use.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's not going to help, because if things don't work out, if things go wrong, if things don't go according to plan, which they won't go according to plan, but if things don't work out, you have to be optimistic about it. You have to stay optimistic, because pessimism serves no purpose in that kind of environment. And who wants to help a pessimist? Nobody wants to help a pessimist, right? Pessimism doesn't have a place there. Ah, well, there you go. That's a great question. So, where is realism in that? Because people in the past have said to me, "Oh, you're really pessimistic," and I said, "Well, no, I think I'm more realistic than pessimistic." But yeah, what is realistic? The trouble is that what is real is defined by what you think is real. So we're back to optimism and pessimism again. What is realistic? Well, what is realistic is what is real. Okay, what is real? What is real is whatever you think is real. If you think there's a giraffe in the room, then there's a giraffe in the room for you. Okay. You know, it's optimism versus pessimism. And if I say there's no giraffe, well, we can't continue to help each other because we don't see the same thing in the same way. And that goes back to accept and build. I'm not sure that appears in the book, but it should. And accept and build is the fact that no matter what another person says, no matter what another person sees, you have to accept it. Because if you don't accept it, the communication, the line of communication is broken. The channel of communication is broken. So if you say, and this comes from theatre training when I was in theatre school in London, and it's improvisation in acting. So you're a group of actors and you stand in a circle and you create imaginary scenarios, just like that. One person says, "I'm a spider." And everyone must accept the fact that they're a spider. Because if you don't accept the fact, you can't build anything. So someone will be like, "Okay, I'm a fly." And stuck in the web, right? And you begin to build, with accept and build, you begin to work together. But the first step is you have to, however much you agree or disagree with whatever is there is completely unimportant. You have to accept what the other person says. So if you say there's a giraffe in the room, I will be, yeah, what a strange place for a giraffe to be, you know? I wonder how it got here. So, I mean, however crazy it seems, to connect with people, you have to go with the flow of that. And, you know, the giraffe is not real. Doesn't matter. Irrelevant point. Yes, but it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant because we're here now and the giraffe is important for some reason.
We are different. We are different man.
Well, my response to other people is, what's the alternative? What's the better plan? You know, you don't have a vision for what I want to achieve in my life. You have a vision for what you've experienced in your own life. And that's good. But there's no way to get to the next level if you don't do something different. There's no way. There's no way to get to the next level if you don't do something different, because of trying to take steps in the right direction, because of the basic principles of time, place, and people. You can only change three things: time, place, and people. Time changes itself. You don't have much control over that. People are like rocks, you know, they don't really change much. And so the place. And I see, this is the point that I want to make, which is, I don't think they do. People think they know people. And the key word is they think. Two words. People think they know people. They think they know people. They don't know people. They think they know people. The greatest threat to anyone's existence is proof that a better quality of life exists. And a lot of people don't want to see other people succeed because it means that they have to question their own life. And everyone I know is very happy to be in the same place and do the same thing every day until they die. And I'm not. I've got things I want to do.